Get ready.
This is the voice of Wayne America.
Lighten up, Francis.
With your host,
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Mike Carnes.
How do you measure yourself with other golfers?
My height.
Only at WayneAmerica.com.
The supernova's gonna kill us all.
Okay, this guy is the real zero, that's true. Just think back when you guys were freshmen, huh?
.com.
Hello and welcome to the Voice of Wayne America podcast, an exclusive here on WayneAmerica.com. I'm Mike Carnes, your host for the best of all that is the best town in all of America. That's right here in Wayne America. And this is kind of a special week here in Wayne as we get to the middle of the summer. And of course, the chicken show is kind of a big event coming up this weekend. We'll have a podcast coming up later this week on what's coming up with the chicken show. But one of the great features of this community, and one that I think doesn't get as much interest, or doesn't needs more interest than what it gets, is the Wayne County Museum. If you happen to see it as you drive by on Highway 35 as you come into Wayne, and it's a beautiful old house that sits right on the corner of 7th and Lincoln Streets. Yeah, I've been here 10 years and still don't have my streets memorized. But it's a beautiful facility here, and with us on the program this week are two members of the board for the Wayne County Museum, Marlene Brower, who's the president, and Lorna Tompkins, who's the secretary. And want to welcome you guys to the show. And I know this is something that I know you guys have had a lot of interest in over the years, and it's really amazing some of the stuff that's that you have here in the Wayne County Museum. And talk a little bit about what we have, what this is like to be a part of something like this.
Well, it takes a lot of time, a lot of work. We're always looking for volunteers, working hard. My husband and I both take care of the grounds and the inside as far as the maintenance. Mm-hmm. And we're always looking for help, somebody to come in and help us out a little bit.
Well, the house is over 100 years old, and
yeah.
Of course you have the problems with an older home with the maintenance, and something will go wrong here, something will go wrong there. This needs to be taken care of. So it's an ongoing thing.
It's an ongoing process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, reading through some of the notes here, the history of the museum goes back to, I think, 1953, and there was.
That's the Historical Society.
That's the Historical Society itself, and this house was donated by the Lay family. Is that correct?
In 1976.
1976, and so was this which member of the Lay family whose house was this? Do you remember?
This was Raleigh Lay's home, and which would be Dave Lay's grandfather.
It's Dave Lay's grandfather. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this house has a lot of history to it on its own.
Yes.
Just for the fact that the family lineage behind it. So the work or the stuff that's in here. Talk a little bit about some of the history that this house holds inside of it.
Well, when we received it in 1976, it was completely empty. Nothing was in here, and everything that is in here now has been donated by Wayne County citizens or people who used to live here. And we've tried to make it look like a prominent family home at the turn of the last century.
Uh-huh. At the turn of the 20th century, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's hard to believe we're almost 2 decades into the 21st century now, isn't it? And there's a lot of history in Wayne County, and a lot of people who are part of this. Who are some of the names that of people here in their rural history, a part of Wayne County's history that people might remember?
Well, Wilma Johnson was one of the originators of the Wayne Historical Society, and she was the grandmother of Randy Peterson and the mother of Johnson, Lorraine Johnson's husband.
Okay. And just going through some of the information about this, it's a a Victorian colonial style home. So it's a beautiful home to see from the outside, and there are 4 fireplaces in here.
Right.
So
And they were designed to burn coal. So, and the firebox is smaller. I imagine you could burn wood too if you had a smaller log.
and a lot of stained glass windows here, some beveled glass windows. I think that's what these windows are here in the dining room. A lot of beautiful features to this house.
Yes, yes.
Oh, what kind of work do you guys do as far as upkeep on the home, taking in new donations? How does that process go for you guys?
You mean as far as fundraisers?
Yeah, what kind of work do you do to raise funds for the?
Tour Homes is one of our big fundraisers, and in the past we've had galas. Last year was the first year that we didn't have enough on the committee, enough interest to get it done. But we do real well on our tour. That's our biggie.
Yeah.
And we're searching for some little projects to do this year to bring in, or next year, or the upcoming year, because in November we'll have the tour of homes, and so we're working on that right now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of upkeep, a lot of expense, just our daily expense, just to keep this house open.
Yeah.
So we've got to keep working on that.
Now talk about the tour of homes, because that's that, like you said, it's one of the more interesting fundraisers that you see in this area. You guys actually talk people into basically opening their homes up to the community to come and visit, and a lot of people have who are part of this or who take part in that have some really beautiful homes and some really neat setups in their homes that really make that worth the effort.
It's getting harder and harder to find people to volunteer to open their homes to do this.
Yeah.
This year we have 5, plus the museum. And it is actually, excuse me, the Friends of the Wayne County Museum that put on this tour of homes. It isn't the museum itself. It is others who put this on and donate the money to us.
Okay. And the Friends of the Wayne County Museum, that's another group here in town.
Yes, it's a different entity. Yes.
Okay. And they obviously they support the museum and
Yes.
and help with raising funds to keep things going here.
Yes.
Basically do the fundraising is what our committee does, the
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. What I guess who are some famous people here that we've had in Wayne County that we have featured here at the museum?
Famous.
Do we have any legendary people here that we've?
Who's the military?
Jim Davis.
Jim
General
Davis.
Jim Davis.
Davis.
He was a
Yes.
4-star general in the Air Force.
Air Force, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some of his memorabilia upstairs in the military room
Yeah.
that he has donated to us.
And he served in the Air Force. When was that? The early, was it mid 1900s?
Oh,
No,
Or is it
he's
before?
still living.
Or he's still alive?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
he
It was in the
visited.
60s.
Yeah,
The
I'd say
60s,
the
okay.
60s, yeah.
70s.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when people come to see the museum, what do you suggest as far as how they proceed through the house? Is it just kind of go upstairs, go downstairs? What are some of the features here?
Well, we have information sheets on each room, and they can go on the tour by themselves and read the information as they enter each room. And it's actually a self-guided tour.
Uh-huh.
And if they have questions, there will be somebody here to answer it for them.
So that's kind of what your guys' purpose. Part of your purpose
Yes.
is to be here for
Yes.
Yeah.
to answer some of those questions.
Yes.
And yeah. So about how long does it take to go through the house if you're wanting to
About an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah. We have the upstairs, the main floor, and then the basement.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now the Chicken Days weekend I know is coming up, and I know normally you guys are open on Sunday afternoon, but you guys are gonna going to switch that up this weekend and have it open on Saturday,
On Saturday from 2 to 4.
from 2 to 4. And so that'd be a great time because that's about right around the time that all the major activities get done in Bressler Park. So
Yes.
just
And
a short.
we're such close proximity to the park, we thought we would lure somebody down here to visit us. too.
Sure. Yeah, it's a short walk, about 2 or 3 blocks from Bressler Park
Yes.
to the museum here. So it's a great opportunity for people to come in and see what the museum has here. So 2 to 4 on Saturday at here at the Wayne County Museum. People who might want to get involved in the museum's activities, what would you suggest that people who are interested in getting involved in the museum? Who do they need to contact?
Well, either Loretta or I. Our numbers are on the website. Yes.
Yes, and I think our phone numbers are down at the chamber office, so
That's right. Yes.
you can call them for our numbers too.
Okay, all right. What is the website for the museum?
Wayne County Museum is what they've got it under now.
Okay, WayneCountyMuseum.com or
Probably.
I would think so.
Okay.
I didn't have anything to do with that.
They didn't-
Yeah, but I think, I should have had Eric here. Yeah, he does that. But yeah,
Okay.
I would say that is, you can bring it up just that way. I do on Facebook. I just put Wayne County Museum and it pulls up.
okay, and you have a Facebook page as
Yes,
well. Okay,
yes.
so you can check it out on Facebook or
Yes.
on their website.
Yeah.
At WayneCountyMuseum.com. So there's a lot of beautiful stuff here in the museum, and it's a great opportunity for you to come out and check out the history of Wayne County here on the corner of 7th and Lincoln Streets. It's a beautiful facility, and I know that Marlene and Loretta and the rest of the board here on the Wayne County Museum board are active in making sure things are kept up to date and kept in great shape, and it's a beautiful place to come visit. I would highly encourage you to come and check out the Wayne County Museum here in Wayne, especially during the Wayne Chicken Show this weekend with their special hours on Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. So
Can you mention when our tour of homes are?
sure, let's talk about tour home. When will that be coming up?
November 22nd and 23rd, and it will be a Friday evening and a Saturday afternoon.
Okay,
And it is the weekend before Thanksgiving.
right. So be a beautiful time of year to do that sort of thing.
And there's 5 homes on the tour this year, plus the museum.
Okay. Do you want to mention the names of the homeowners yet, or okay?
It is Dave and Diane Zock, Scott and Shell Meisenbach, Tracy Keating, Matt and Melissa Eishai, excuse me, Jeff and Peggy Triggs.
Okay, so those people will open up their homes to the community for that home show coming up in November 21st and 22nd. It's a Friday and Saturday before
22nd and 23rd.
or 22nd, 23rd. I'm sorry, a Friday and Saturday before Thanksgiving. So that'll be a great opportunity to support the Wayne County Museum and see some beautiful homes here in the community as well. So. Well, ladies, I appreciate you taking time to talk on the Voice of Wayne America podcast today, and I know you got a lot of work to do here, so I appreciate you taking time out to talk with us today.
I would like to mention too, it's just a free will donation. We don't charge, if you can't afford anything, that's fine, but when you do the tour, we appreciate any of that
Okay.
free will.
School children are free.
And yes, well, the school tours are free for the children, of course. But
Okay. So
So-
free will offering if you stop in
Yeah.
and check it out. That they'd appreciate any and all financial support you can get
Yeah,
to
exactly, yes.
keep things going here. So. All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Voice of Wayne America podcast here on WayneAmerica.com. And I want to thank our guests, Marlene Broer and Loretta Tompkins from the Wayne County Museum, for sitting down and talking with us today. We'll have another edition of the Voice of Wayne America podcast coming up very soon here on WayneAmerica.com. Until then, this is Mike Carnes, and we'll see you later. Hey everybody, this is Mike again with WayneAmerica.com, and just wanted to add something to the podcast here for this time around. We were talking after we had finished up wrapping up everything, and I was talking with Loretta Tompkins, and she had mentioned something about something that had happened at the museum there back when Wayne was getting ready for its 100-year celebration back in 1984. Back in the December before that, one of the radiators broke upstairs, and nobody was around at the facility for the month of December because of the holidays and everything. And the radiator broke at one time and left just a ton of water in the building, and the wasn't discovered until after the first of the year. And the Museum Society and a bunch of volunteers put a ton of time and effort into basically getting rid of all the water damage that had been done, and you really don't notice it looking at it today, 35 years later. But the house suffered quite a bit of water damage as a result of a broken radiator up in the upstairs part of the house, and they did a fantastic job of getting everything fixed and getting everything looking classic and looking the way it does now. Again, it's a great facility to stop by and check out. The Wayne County Museum. It's on the corner of 7th and Lincoln Streets. And that was just a story that we were talking about afterward, and I thought it was kind of something that would share with you here on the podcast as well. And so I think, again, I want to thank Loretta for sharing that story afterward as well. So that'll do it for this time around here on the Voice of Wayne America podcast, and we'll see you on the next edition.